Okay, so nobody's getting the truth from the mainstream media, folks. It's well past time to open your eyes, your ears, and your mind. Do your own research because something isn't right here. And if you can't see that, you are not paying attention, folks.
It's the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
The important message that we need Australians to get vaccinated as quickly as possible. In line with that, I do encourage all Australians to please go and book your vaccinations as soon as you can if you haven't already done so.
Emma, get away!
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Okay, we need to stand up against this tyranny, folks. Stop giving away your freedoms and liberties, because the more you give up, the more these people will take until you have absolutely nothing left. That's their agenda. All right, good evening, family. How are we? And welcome to another week of absolute mayhem, is what I'd be saying. We've all heard about what's going on over there in the Big Apple, guys. Yeah, Biden going to step aside, or he's got COVID, or he's doing this or doing that. But anyway, we will wait till the dust settles and see what happens, because that's usually the way to do it, guys. But yeah, I haven't seen any official yet. I'm not saying it's not official. Obviously, the narrative's out there, but I haven't seen any documents with a president's seal on it or anything like that yet. But it's definitely out there that the writing's on the wall. And look, guys, I'm not going to make any predictions, but yeah, this movie looks like we're soon going to see a final curtain. I don't know. All right, but I'm sort of, it's looking that way. It's just how far can they keep going? I went to the butcher's today, and he was so easy. I don't go anywhere, guys, in the Matrix, but I did today. I went to the IGA. I went up to the butcher's and just grabbed a couple of things, and he was so easy to red pill. It was simple. I just walked in. I gave him cash. He's going to hand me a card machine. I go, no, cash. And then that started the conversation, guys. So it was easy, and he's going to watch the show tonight, he said. So who knows, but on one of the channels. But, yeah, we told him where to find us. And so people are out there for the picking, guys. All right, they're confused. They know something's not right, okay, but they don't know what it is. And they don't know where to look, okay? They just don't know where to look, all right, because all they've got is the news. They know the news is telling them bullshit, all right, but they don't know where to go. So, their website, guys, again, I'm going to pump our website, all right? Get Project Matilda, all right? Pump that, all right? Get subscribed there on our channel, all right? But let's get this website out and going, because people want to know, guys. They don't know where to look. They are right, Belinda. They just do not know where to go looking, guys. They're in a state of confusion is what I'm working out. Now, we said after a show on, I think it was Sunday morning, yesterday morning, I think that we were going to do a 2:00 space every day. And as I said, I won't be able to do them every day, guys, right? Just to come together, have a chat, have some prayer about Ireland, have some prayer about America, about us, whatever. Okay, but thanks to Melissa, because she went in, she never put a space on before. She went in today and she got away through it and people jumped in with her. And this is what we got to do, guys, all right? This is a team effort. All right, I can't be there on everything. Okay, so we just got to jump in and do it. But 2 o'clock every day, light up a space. If no one has, just communicate, guys. All right, and bang a space up someone and put Australian prayer up there. All right, and let's just get in there. But yeah, thanks again to Melissa. That was brilliant, mate. Just put it on and had a go. You know, never even hosted one before. So yeah, thank you, Liz. All right, so we got a bit going on. There was a bit went on today, guys, but we've got a lot of stuff happening, you know, with the mainstream. We got these new things that are coming out everywhere. A new fungus that can infect humans is discovered in China. All right. So they're really pushing everything out, guys, right? But on Sky News, good news, we've got, you know, pathetic. The media has been lying about Donald Trump. So again, guys, people are right? Because they're confused now. Now they're starting to hear that Trump's not that bad a guy after all. Okay. And yeah, that, you know, things aren't really what you would think that they are. So it is time for us again to, yeah, be able to do our work, guys. All right. That's exactly what it's about. Now, here's another one. Warning issued over new COVID variant that's spreading in Australia. They're not going to give up, guys. All right. Their agenda is set. They got jack shit left. Excuse my French. All right. And they know it. All right. So they have got to make their plays. Anyone who thinks that bird flu is real these days has just got to be absolutely off their chops. Obviously, we do have some of the population out there thinking that. But, yeah, guys, it's just getting to the time where everybody wants to know what's going on. So this is our time, isn't it? We say it. We've been doing it, all right? And everyone's been doing a great job, all right? So let's just keep it going, guys, and we'll get the clips in from the weekend's festivities. But we come in, Cazza. And we've also got Frank with us, guys, because obviously, again, today we had, you know, a meeting down at Maggie's, and we thought we'd get Frank in to just give us an update on what's going on. We had a few more people, I think. So, yeah, we cracked the 20 or something today. So, well done, guys. Thank you very much. But Frank, how are you? Cazz, how are you? And take it away, Frank.
Hang on.
Yeah, Governor. Oh, good.
Oh, hang on.
With sufficient cause, I appear. My name is Frank. I've lost confidence in my government. I instruct you to dissolve Parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election for every council and state parliament immediately. I instruct you to coordinate with the Governor-General Samantha Moyston. I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the people unredacted immediately. We have been here every day until you do as instructed.
We'll leave it there, but the full clip will be up on the website. So, yeah, well done, Franco.
So how was your day, Frank?
Oh, it's great. You know, another, mate, this is four Mondays at Maggie's, right? So, yeah, it was good. You know, we got great people, turning up. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody that showed up today. I want to thank everyone that actually took the mic and spoke out, because it takes courage, Dave. You know, it takes courage to actually instruct your governor. But like everything, there's a massive ground behind me, and we need to fill it, Dave. We really do. And we need numbers.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe it or not, I mean, we've had discussions, particularly before the show, that, you know, society's starting to fragment a little bit. You know, there's no question about it. They're starting to feel it one way or the other. And they obviously don't know where to turn, you know. And we've got to keep pushing forward and all the rest of it. But I honestly believe if we get the numbers there, Dave, and I mean serious numbers. I've had 2 interviews with the governor. I've been fortunate to, you know, catch her unaware on 2 occasions. Now, I know that she won't be able to take the pressure. I really believe that. So, but 20 people aren't going to cut it. You know, we really need to get thousands there. And can you imagine how long it would take for everyone to instruct the governor if we've got a few thousand people? It would take freaking hours, right? So that's what we've got to do, in my opinion. I mean, we can leave what's happening off our shores to the people that are taking care of that. I mean, that's out of our control, but we certainly can control what we're doing here. And we've got to keep putting the pressure on them anyway. But I want to thank everyone on a personal basis. And, it's great. There's a couple of regular faces that have been there on a few occasions now. So I'm so appreciative that they're coming up and giving us the support we need, which is great.
Yeah, well, thanks to you, Phil, and Belinda for, being obviously the three that have, been there, started it and got it going. So, guys, just, keep it going. But, Sydney, where are you? We're asking, where are you? All right, come on. Frank, just, you had some big security fellas down there today, so we won't say where they were from, but let's just say they were big, Solomon boys or New Zealanders or whatever they were from, but they were big Islanders boys, the big type we mean, they just pick you up with one arm and throw you 40 yards. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, well, they're the trustees. These guys probably, take care of the lawns and make sure everything's okay or whatever. And, if they see sort of unsavory behavior, they're probably the ones that will call the cops and what have you, So I actually addressed them. I looked at them afterwards when I was obviously politely asked by the inspector to take our gear and move on, right? But I thought, no, this was a great opportunity to look them in the eye. Now, these are great burly blokes. And I told them, I said, where's your warrior spirit? I said, we're actually fighting for your kids, your grandkids. And then I gave them a serve about everything else that's going on with the, the sort of the social indoctrination that they're doing on our kids and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And they just looked at me vaguely, but I think I rocked them a bit, and I think that it's like it's putting pressure on their conscience. There's things don't happen coincidentally in this day and age, Dave. And you and I know what we're talking about, but if we put that kind of pressure or sow that seed on their hearts or their conscience, it's got to grow. It's got to manifest one way or the other. So I gave them a serve. I actually told them, I said, you're big for nothing. All that brawn and, you don't even have the guts to stand up for your family or for your kids. Yeah. And,
and they love their kids, Frank. Them exactly. Islanders, they love their kids, mate. I've seen them, man. I've knocked around a few of them. They love their children.
Absolutely. I mean, and we've got a massive Islander population out there. I mean, a lot of them are church-loving individuals. They go out with their families, and their weekends are very dedicated to family recreation amongst each other.
Exactly.
But they're
coming down to Wollongong Beach here, and and all getting together, and I've seen them having hungies in the sand years ago. They just light a fire in the sand, make a hungie, and they'd hang there all night.
And and they know very deeply when it comes to the indoctrination that's been forthcoming on all our society, where are they? Your brother Falau died on his own sword, but no one stood behind him.
Yep.
So,
well, let's get into a show and have a look at what sort of chaotic tyranny is going on out there. Cazz, what do you reckon?
Well, I reckon I had Rosie to kick off with, but while we're actually on the subject, let's go with this one. This is a dog being arrested because it was a skateboarding dog at the Opera House.
This is it, guys. Serious. I couldn't believe this.
Wait. They want to come for a ride as well.
Skateboarding dogs.
Can they all come?
Record Honey in the freaking car.
Come on, Honey.
All right, we'll leave it there. But the full clips are available on the website. But seriously, skateboarding dogs.
It's just, I don't know. I didn't get to see the whole clip or go searching for it or anything, but we got guys that come down. We got guys down here all the time that are on big longboards, and some of them have dogs that, they go for miles with them, mate. These dogs are so fit, man. It's like Alaskan snow dogs, except they got skateboards behind them. And we've got it all the time down here. How can it's just insane. I don't even know what to comment on it.
I've seen them push their owners on push bikes, Dave.
Yeah,
like huskies, mate.
Yeah, unbelievable. Anyway, that's what's going on out there, guys. Don't go out in public with a pet that's got some intelligence. It'll get locked up straight away.
All right, so now Renegade Rosie had her Forest of the Fallen at DY, and she's
beautiful DY beach on the northern beaches again. We're just setting up, the tide's going out and the wind's dropped, so we think we're going to have a lot of people coming shortly. I had a conversation with a lovely young man. He said to me that his children were having a really hard time at school because people were accusing them and their family of being anti-vaxxers. And this young man in his 40s ended up taking the vaccine so the family didn't suffer from the consequences of being called anti-vaxxers. And now he says he has constant pain in his heart. So sad. I just hope he's going to be able to look after his family. They're still mandating these vaccines or injections at the Northern Beaches Hospital. A friend of mine applied for a job there and was told she needed to have 3 plus the flu shot before she could be accepted on the staff there. And the irony is the hospital's full of people who've been injured by the very same medication. We hope we get plenty of feedback today.
Holy crap.
I was talking to someone today about hospitals. I can't remember who it was. I'm racking my brain now.
Well,
But there was
Amanda actually...
There's people everywhere, Cazz. People everywhere.
Yeah. Well, Amanda Sheedy has done a breakdown of a news article. So this is from Amanda Sheedy, a friend of the show and show contributor. And go have her and give a follow on her Facebook page where she uploads all of her stuff. But
okay, so over here, I actually found Surge and Vic Ambulance Service booking cabs to carry patients. The Victoria Ambulance is booking cabs to carry patients. That's snowed under that they are actually booking taxis. Ambulance Victoria booked an average of 76 taxis every day last year to take regional based patients to and from hospital and other appointments.
76 a day.
It's madness.
Wow. That's like, evil. Exactly right, Nicole. This is all by design, guys. A breakdown of the system. All right, we got an Irish lady. We're going to do a show end of the week, guys. We're going to do an extra special show. We're going to have a lady, Melissa on from Ireland, right in the guts of it over there, okay, running for Parliament. That we're going to talk about what's happening in Ireland, because I'm trying to open your eyes up, guys. You do not want this on your steps. You do not want what is starting to happen in Europe happening here, guys, right? And this is why, they'll thank us one day, guys, right? Look, 8 out of 10 are right for the pick, and there's 2 that are going to give you a belt in the mouth, and I'm sorry if you pick the wrong ones and you cop a belt, but don't worry about it, all right? Just wipe your nose, all right, and get on to the next one, guys, because this is our time. They are going to rush it in here, guys. All right, I told you what they're doing. The litmus test on Ireland. All right, and then they'll come for the rest of us. Okay, so Ireland's going to fight. We've got to fight. Everyone's got to fight.
And it's already started, Dave, because Ben Fordham has done a show on it, because these are the bizarre jobs that Aussie visas that to be eligible for an Aussie visa. There's a whole heap of them, but some of them are brothel keeper, llama farmer, and circus trainer. So, like, we clearly have a shortage of brothel keepers, llama farmers, and circus trainers in this country.
Well, I tried to get a llama the other day and I couldn't book one. I just wanted to do a short trip, have a look at it and see what it was like. I couldn't book a llama anywhere. So, no, I got to disagree there, Cazz. There should be more llamas. They don't fart. Llamas don't fart.
Well, the other thing about that is too that there's more of these kinds of arrests. So this is a UK TikToker, and she's getting arrested in her own home for malicious communications against the LGBT community. So you've got that, but you've also got a very bizarre situation where somebody has videoed the police. So this place has been set fire to 3 times. It's called the Crown Paints Building in Coolock. And it's been set on fire 3 consecutive nights running. This local residents believe he caught the police on camera doing it themselves. So here they are going up over their ladder, and they had a bag with them. It's on video, but I've just basically taken a freeze frame of it. So
Mate, we've got them running away from the immigrants, the cops over in England or the UK or Ireland there somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Running like big girls, mate, to their cars to take off. And then, they come back and then they're arresting some chick who wants to stand up for her own rights. It's
that's
just like, here she is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it there. So she was completely surrounded. They were rioting. So the police arrested her. She wanted to protect her home. So it's just absolute madness,
And these cops are doing it.
Yeah. I
wonder if these coppers realise what they're actually signed up for, Dave. Honestly. I mean, seriously.
I don't know, Frank, but I couldn't do it, mate. I could not do it. You know what I mean? I tell you, if I was a cop, man, well, cops like you and me, Frank, everyone would be running amok, mate. I mean, that was a burnout. Get back there to a light. Reverse up and do the bloody thing properly, will you? Right?
I'll show you how it's done.
Do it right. Oh, mate. Anyway.
No, well, that's it. All right. So we've got this this video. It's funny.
You're worried about no cash now, huh? Who's laughing now? The wogs are laughing because we buried all the cash all these years. And the Aussies were like, what's your obsession with cash? There you have it. When all the networks go down, all you guys can run around and not buy anything. I can just go to the backyard underneath the tomatoes, slip out a couple of 50s, and I can buy my groceries. Who's laughing now? Bitch! To all the people that say, why do you carry cash?
Not having cash is much more convenient.
It's pretty convenient to be able to buy something if shit goes down, isn't it? You're going to starve to death while I'm like a divorcee in a strip club making it rain 50s. Oh, sorry, you can't pay for your groceries? I can pay because I got cash. Get out of the fucking way. A cashless society is racist. I find it offensive. I identify as someone who pays with cash. I don't think you quite understand how much us wogs will struggle if it's a cashless society. My whole upbringing has been based on cash. As young children, we're taught that the note is the king of the world. Taking away cash from an Italian is like taking away the penis of a porn star. It just doesn't work. Cash is king.
Go the wogs. Oh, it's brilliant.
They're the guys from Sushi Mango. They're friggin' brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
Really good.
And that's so true of the 60s, 70s, 80s culture. Of the, they all come over here, mate. I tell you, they knew how to save money, mate. Us Aussies were out there having a good time and like running amok, and yeah, they weren't. They were putting the money away. You know what I mean? And buying another property, and yeah, it's just like, and that was bred into him. And that guy's done a great job of that to bring back the old world wog, and he hasn't even got kicked off TikTok. That's brilliant. Yeah. I thought he'd be offered discriminatory rights. He called himself a wog.
Mate, I agree with that, mate. You make it the cash, mate. The cash.
Make it a cash.
All right. You've got this meme going around at the moment. US facing a massive shortage of conspiracy theories as all of them have come true.
Well, there's a few more to come, but yeah, the trouble is now it's a conspiracy one day and 2 days later it's actually fact. So it's ramping up, guys. I don't know what's going to happen this week. I am dead set. I'm trying to follow a few people and get a gist on what's going on, guys, but this is moving that quick, man. It's just get on with your life. Let it play out. Well, you know what I mean? Keep doing what we're doing, which is waking up Australia to the fact that we are in trouble. Yeah. And our borders need closing.
But on that, we've got this interesting situation where everyone's up in arms about DJ Vance, but also Donald Trump. Somebody's written here, Sir Escano, is that Donald Trump is not draining the swamp, but making it a protected wetland. Trump to name BlackRock CEO Larry Fink to lead the Treasury and JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon to lead the Fed. He will pick even worse people than he did the first time around. How is that even possible? So, yeah, that's making the rounds at the moment. Interesting choices. So, yeah, any comments on that?
Keep your enemies right by your side. Be number one, the art of war. Look, that's what I mean. You can't work this out. This is the best script ever written, and I just hope that the lifting of the final curtain is as exciting and great as what they said it won't be for everyone. All right, but I tell you what, I think it will be for us guys. I think the people who it won't be for is that 10 and 20% that just will not accept it. I think that's what they mean by it won't be for everyone. You know what I mean? The ending won't be for everyone because they are never going to come aboard. So they're the ones who are going to struggle. We're going to be kicking up our heels, mate, in the street if this goes down the way that we, hope and pray that it does. And from the, events we saw a week ago, Cazz can, I don't think Cazz will want to go there. But anyway, either it was the hand of God or that saved Trump, or they could have moved him through time. Who knows? Yeah.
That's my theory. Well, my theory on this one too.
Go.
Well, my theory on this one is that Jim Willey reported some time back that Trump had captured the banking organizations. And so what had happened is they're not into the devil worship, they're just into profits. And so what he'd done is he'd basically systematically captured them because they're still into fraud. And so he's actually flipped the switch. He's actually done what the deep state have done, but he's flipped the script and he's actually flipped them. So now Jim Willey had reported a long time ago that he'd flipped Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase. So now Larry Fink is the inventor of Aladdin, and Aladdin is an AI that has made BlackRock the most profitable company or the biggest company in the world. And Aladdin has told them what to buy and what to sell and when to do it and all of that sort of stuff. Very interesting. I think that this Larry Fink CEO here BlackRock stood to profit $12 million from the
Trump assassination.
From the attempted assassination with the DJT shares. I think that was the final nail in the coffin there. That was how he's actually managed to flip them. So I don't know if I want to go into the time travel aspect, because it's like I actually think they're using time travel and time loop as well with the whole Trump thing. So, but anyway, maybe we'll do that on another date. We'll probably lose half our audience.
Yeah, but no. Well, you got to understand, right? And I'll reiterate it again. Everything we've been told, guys, just about everything, all right, 95% I'm saying was a lie. So what is the capabilities of the future when all we've ever been done is told a lie for our whole lives? We've been lied to. Technology and knowledge has been, what did God say? My people shall perish from what? Lack of knowledge. And we're perishing right now, guys. But once we get the knowledge, once we are able to get the knowledge, it's not that the knowledge wasn't there, it was removed from us. Once we get that knowledge back again, this is a whole different ball game, and they friggin' know it. That's another one of their big problems. They know it. That when we get this stuff back, it's in our hands then.
Yeah.
There's 3 examples of time travel in the Bible. There's also examples of remote viewing. So they must have existed. And also, if you look at the Book of Enoch, there's no doubt about it. He goes through he goes up the stairs, and he basically goes through what you would say is a Stargate. So very interesting. Maybe I should go there. Let's make it wild. Let's let the trolls hammer me. All right, I'm going to go there. All right. So Derek Johnson has reported that it wasn't Trump that was there. However, Dr. Jan Halper-Hayes has reported that it was Trump. She also knows him as well. And she was talking about how angry Trump was. So now there's multiple tutors, and somebody that we know that remote views said that what he saw was that they knew it was happening, so they organised a sting. So who's right, who's wrong, who's telling the truth and who's lying? Well, actually, everyone's telling the truth. So, but depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, so on this theory, everyone's telling the truth.
Yeah, on my theory, everyone's telling the truth. So my theory is that they've actually used so in time travel, the theory is that if you are in a different parallel universe or a time travel universe, or if you are in a parallel universe, you can't die in that universe if you are set to a different timeline. So my theory is that they've used not just time travel, but they've actually used time loop into a parallel universe. So they've gone and got another Trump from a parallel universe where they actually conducted the sting operation and rounded them up beforehand, and he survived. They've brought him back through time, through the parallel universe, and that's the Trump that delivered the speech. Then what's happened is they've taken the Trump, our timeline Trump, and he's actually delivered the speech over there. Okay. And then what they've done is that to any other parallel universe, they've actually done the same. So what's actually happening is that while they've done that, they've actually brought about a convergence of the timeline parallels. That's what I believe. Well, that's not what I believe. That's what my working theory is at the moment.
Okay, Cazz. If anyone knocks on the door and they have white jackets, please do not answer. We need you here tomorrow night. But that is just put the trolls on high alert, baby.
I know.
Cazz has lost it. She's fucking lost it.
Look, we have multiple examples of time travel. We've got evidence that's been found. Actually, I'll just bring in one from, which is fascinating. Like, it's definitely an iPhone 15. There's no doubt about that.
Isn't it funny that I found this clip when we were talking about? It's insane, man, how this works.
Yeah, well, it is. You know, like, I think we've just got to be open to it, because there's just you know, it's been. I'm not sure that it's actually been declassified in the CIA documents.
A Japanese journalist filmed an iPhone. It was an iPhone 13, and this video is currently resurfacing on the internet, creating an incredible buzz. This show was filmed in 1980 around Hiroshima. You know that a bomb exploded in Hiroshima in 1945, which led to the city being deserted due to radiation. The show is about returning to the site to observe the abandoned houses and objects left behind. At the time, the journalist thought he had found a mirror, because theoretically, the iPhone didn't exist in 1980. However, it was indeed an iPhone 13. The most worrying part is that no one can explain how an iPhone 13 ended up there in 1980. The journalist, perplexed, didn't know what to make of it and genuinely believed it was a mirror.
We've had multiple other examples as well, like especially when they've
now, did anyone check the phone to see what was on the phone or whether that was real? Who knows? But it's funny that backs up what Cazz wasn't even going to talk about, but I'd actually thrown a clip like that over into the studio. Go, Frank.
Yeah, well, he needed to see a tailor to get a better jacket, is what I'm saying.
I love it. Look, we're a half past. So Beck has organised our notices for this week, and Beck is a friend of the show and show contributor. So let's have a look at these.
And if you are near one of these locations, we encourage you to get down there and show your support. First up, we've got Mondays at Maggie's in Sydney at the Governor's House. Every Monday from 11 a.m, Macquarie Street, Sydney, New South Wales. Join in. Slowly their numbers are growing. It would be great to see their numbers grow even more. If you are new to the freedom movement and you aren't aware, in Canberra they also gather every day at 10 a.m. at the National Rock Gardens. On this week, Gippsland People's Council presents Nicola Charles' The White Rabbit podcast, 23rd of July 2024, starting at 7 p.m, $5 entry at the door, location in Traralgon. The Solidarity Movement of Australia presents an evening with former Senators Rod Culleton and Len Harris. The Truth About Land and Property Titles, Wednesday, 24th of July, 2024. Doors open 7 p.m. for a 7:30 p.m. start at the Polish House in Rover. On Thursday, 25th of July, join the fight back. Craig Kelly, Councillor Steve Christou, and Anne Curry invite all to a night of policy discussion with Rosemary Marshall, otherwise known as Renegade Rosie, coordinator of Forests of the Fallen, which aims to awaken people about Australia's injured and killed by the COVID injections. Once again, that's at 7 p.m, Thursday, 25th of July at the Guildford Leagues Club in New South Wales.
Rosie!
On Thursday, the 25th of July, we have Reinstate the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Australia. Former Senators Len Harris and Rod Culleton are coming to My Place, Cranbourne and Berwick. Start time for the event is 7 p.m, and the address is 94 Victor Crescent in Narre Warren. Then in early August, we've got the Sydney Knife Show, which is presented by the Australian Knife Art Association, 10th to the 11th of August, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Get your tickets. Those knives that you see there are made by one of our own, Kev Newton, so go and show him some support if you can. And last but not least, we have some important upcoming court dates for August the 19th at the Newcastle District Court for Pastor Paul, and August 26th at the Brisbane District Court for Patrick O'Dea. Get down to those if you can. There's another one in October 14th as well, but that's still a while away. Thanks, guys.
And thank you, Beck, for doing that.
Hang on, let me in here. Remember we had that stick figure, and it was "Don't Be a Billy." Remember that? Don't be a Billy. Yeah. Well, I reckon we have Be a Rosie, and we have a little stick figure like this. All right, because we used to have "Don't Be a Billy." Well, let's be a Rosie. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Put some hair on it.
Oh, no wonder I'm the producer of the show and Cazz is just a fill-in. I love this. All right.
All right. Okay. So I was going to go to the sum of all fears, but we're at 34. So we'll just go with.
Where all the time goes? Frank been talking all night. Frank,
Yeah.
like, what's
Fine,
going
Frank.
on here?
All right.
Time loop,
So I
time
just
loop, Frank, time loop with the Cazz.
time loop. Yeah, I know. Look, here we go. This is, guys, I'm going to put this in here. This is really good. This is Mums for Australia, and it's very similar to Mums for America. Just basically about it's just a Facebook page, and yeah, basically restoring sovereignty and self-governance over your children. So I'll just.
Well, the government aren't going to like that. Cazz just got thrown from the studio. Everything's gone.
Is this your Frank?
Cazz are included. Grab your coffee. Go and sit back, mate. Let's have a chat. Okay. I think that's a good one with a Be Like Rosie, guys. Couldn't we get that out? A little sticker going, maybe. Our sticker people out there. All right, our sticker people, can you do us up a little Be Like Rosie sticker for our bumper bars and that, guys? And we'll get them all around the place. And we'll have to have a Forest of the Fallen in the stick figure or something, with funny words, guys. You'll have to, because we got to promote it. There's no use having Be a Rosie without the Forest of the Fallen in there. And then that'll get people's, So in the little, A4 thing she's holding, it's got to have Forest of the Fallen. And that way, guys, I think that's a good idea. I really do think that's a good idea. We got plenty of people do stickers and that. We got the sticker bloke out there that watches the show, that turns up, and gives us all the stickers, Frank.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
He doesn't like, he hates any publicity. He just doesn't want to know about it. He just turns up with his bag of stickers and loads us all up.
He's a great guy, though. He's a great, and I'll tell you what, his old man's a lovely bloke as well, actually. Yeah.
We've got a lot of lovely people in our family, Frank. It's unbelievable, actually, mate. All these great souls that come together for this final fight for humanity, mate. And that's what it is.
Cazz just
100%.
Someone said.
Cazz, you in the loop, mate?
Sorry.
You in the loop. Where'd you go? Who got shot? Who's on first? What's on second? And
I don't know.
What phone do you have, Cazz?
Cazz, come in, Cazz. Cazz.
Hang on, I'm just trying. They don't want me to share this. It's so I'm going a different way around it, guys. This is the page that I was just talking about. This is Mums for Australia. I'm just popping it in then to the chat now. So yeah, if you want to have a go at that, have a look at that. That'd be really good.
Okay, what is it?
It's actually Mums for Australia, and so I'd actually like to get her on the show and interview her. It's like Mums for America, and so it's basically about restoring your governance and your sovereignty over your children.
So you're telling me you just done a quick time loop to America, picked up that pamphlet and come back and got it back on. That's really good, Kat. See, there's more evidence. This is real, guys. It works.
She beamed up.
Beam me up, Scotty.
All right, sorry. Oh no, they've wiped on my studio as well. Damn it.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Let's bring in something. Let's bring something funny in. So this is funny. It's making.
What, am I not funny enough? I mean, Frank, we're doing a brilliant job there holding it up.
You are. Okay, so the Babylon Bee, aides are struggling to figure out how to break the news to Biden that he's dropped out. All right, just quickly, I really want to play this because Dave's talked a lot about how the toxicity in the food, and I think this is really important.
Didn't believe it at first that there's only 11, and it is true. There's only 11 chemicals that are banned from our cosmetics or our body lotions or whatever we're putting on our skin. The thing that really bothers me is that our babies are not being born pure. I found this study to show you. This is by the Environmental Working Group, and what they found was they took 10 babies and tested their cord blood. They found 287 chemicals in their cord blood of these 10 babies. Stain and oil repellents used in fast food packaging, clothing and textiles, including Teflon, in the baby's cord blood. They found ingredients such as waste from burning coal, gasoline, and garbage, pesticides, consumer product ingredients in the cord blood. They know that 180 cause cancer in humans or animals, 217 are toxic to the brain and nervous system, and 208 cause birth defects or abnormal development in animal tests. So this is pretty outstanding. There's the link if you guys want to look it up. The other crazy part is the parent hadn't been exposed to any out-of-range chemicals chemicals before. They weren't working in factories or exposed to high levels of toxins. They're just regular people. So our babies are born highly toxic, and it's just awful to me. It breaks my heart. So why is this happening? Because the FDA sold out is basically what it comes down to. 99% of food chemicals introduced since 2000 were green-lighted for use by food and chemical companies rather than properly reviewed by the Food and Drug Administration. So here's the big kicker. These substances end up in what we eat thanks to a legal loophole that allows food to be classified as generally recognized as safe. These companies are basically just making the laws for themselves. How is this possible? Well, you got lobbyists. It's all money. It all goes back to money. Who can get paid off?
Okay, I got another brilliant idea, guys. Right, what we do is we get all the nudists, all right, because all the clothes are poison. This summer, we get all the nudists together and we get them all to just get their clothes off and go hanging on all the beaches. And while they're doing that and the police are like, look after them, we can go and take the councils back on our own.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll tell you what.
A multi-pronged attack.
There could be a few prongs in this attack. Anyway, yeah, there you go.
All right. So, look, yeah, but the thing is that, you know, like the whole with everything that we've got going on, like you have to, like with, especially with the whole trans things, one of the things that we have to consider is that these people are toxic. How about we actually pull back for a bit? We actually clean up this joint, clean up the food, clean up their bodies. And then if they're still in that frame of mind, then we actually like go forward and make decisions from there. Because I think that we need to actually like, what we need to do is we really need to clean up. We need to be environmentalists. We need to actually clean up this joint and basically our bodies and everything. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, even the alkalinities in the soil, everything. It just needs, mate. The overhaul of cleanse is going to be immense. You know, everything from our food supplies and the whole lot. But I genuinely feel hopeful. I know it's hard to say optimistic, but I genuinely believe we could do it. I really do.
We'll innovate our way out of this. You can actually see that coming. It's already happening. Like I'm seeing so many people that are actually coming up with incredible solutions, and so especially the nano. Am I on,
Cazz? Sorry, am I on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
the
you.
Wi-Fi just went smack. Oh, yeah. Well, I think we just dropped on the hotspot. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. No, I was just saying, especially with the nanokitinoids, is it, with the spike proteins and things like that. Like we'll be able to. That's what we do. We come up with solutions, so we'll be able to innovate our way out of this and clean up the environment and our people and everything else. So anyway, Franco, final words, and then I'll toss it to Dave to close the show.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was up at Kalnura yesterday, and that's where I go and get all my fruit and veg up near Somersby and around that neck of the woods. It was absolutely chock-a-block, and it was good to see that there's people's habits are changing. Even going to the local market, there's plenty of numbers out there. But my final words to everyone is, guys, if you've had enough, come and stand with us. It's about numbers. Doesn't matter what it is. We need numbers, and so everybody's welcome. Everybody. So I'd like to see as many people as we possibly can, and let's celebrate. Maybe we'll get a celebration of a victory. So yeah, let's keep at it. That's it for me.
All right, thanks, Frank. Well, Dan killed us to the day. It's been 12 months since we gave Dan the go ahead to go and make the Stop the Rot t-shirts and go and make a few bucks for himself. So 12 months. So Dan, maybe a celebratory t-shirt might be like a Rosie. We might have to get a t-shirt or two done like that too, Dan. Be like a Rosie t-shirt with the Forest of the Fallen on it. Just a stick figure, basic. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, Dan, it's been a pleasure, mate, letting you do it. Look, this is what it takes, guys. Me and Mel are not here. I think you've worked that out now. We're not here to make any money. All right, if money comes my way, I'll be the first one to grab it, guys, all right? But this is not about any money. If I can make money, I'm a human being. Of course I'll make it, all right? But I'll only make it in an upstanding way, and I won't make it out of the freedom movement unless there's someone in the freedom movement that rang me up to do a concrete job, and, of course, I'm going to go there, all right? But I'd rather go to someone's place who's not in the freedom movement. You know why? Because even work now, when I go, it's not about the money I can make, and I'm a concreter. I can make damn good money if I want, but I don't even go to work. It's about the relationship with the client. And you'll find that if ever I do go to work now, guys, it's because God wanted me to go to work and he didn't really care about the job. What he wanted me to do was actually go and talk to this client. and strike up the conversation. In the bonus, I might have picked up $3 or $4 grand for a week's work doing a job. What a bonus to go out and talk to someone and make a difference. So, guys, just get out there, keep doing what you can do. All right. But yeah, how about our sticker people? That's be like a Rosie. I reckon it'll go, guys. I really do. And Forest of the Fallen is our biggest adversary at the moment. It is the thing that's getting multiplied, right? It's working, all right, and people are understanding. It's all true fact. Okay, so again, maybe another good little offshoot to bring people's awareness to a Forest of the Fallen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, have a think about it, Dan. But anyway, all right, guys, well done on the weekend. Whoever done what, I don't know what you've done, but I'm just going to thank you for it, right? Because this is our time, guys. All right, you're going to take a few punches, but you're only going to take 2 out of every 8 now, guys. Before, you might get 1, and you were copping 9 in the head. Well, the tables are turned now. All right, out of every 10 punches, you're only going to take 2. And the other 8, you're going to be given out in a loving and peaceful way. And it's information. Your punch will be information, guys, relative to that person. So let's get out there and do it. Thanks again, Frank. Thanks, Cazz.
Thanks.
Pleasure, Doug.
Well,
Thanks.
we've got
Thanks,
Ben Antonitis taking us out with the song Upon the Impossible.
My old heart is deep and deaf to reason. That's why I like him, but there is no poetry in reason. And without poetry, there is no me. Though he does have a habit of setting off towards places on his map that we, his passengers, know we will never reach. But no matter the storms or advice from the wise, on he sails against the winds and the currents, sailing on. Oh, once he pointed towards the horizon, and from his deck we could see it too. It was like a poem, adrift upon the impossible, a portrait beyond our present gifts to reach. Within our cabin, we can still see it now, as evanescence and all of its silence pulls us forever out to sea. My old heart is deep and deaf to reason. That's why I like him, for there is no poetry in reason. And without poetry, there is no